Hello everybody, Arknova here, getting back some more Let's Play Trails from Zero. When last we left off, we found out who sent the threat letter, and stopped him. It was Ernest, the mayor's aide. Alright. This day marks Crossbell's 70th anniversary as an autonomous state. These 70 years haven't been without struggle or times of turmoil. Wars have raged, the Orbital Revolution began. While Crossbell has had its hardships in the name of progress, we now stand as a leader of trade in Zemuria. Even today, we continue to grow as a bastion of prosperity and business. Furthermore, under the non-aggression pact signed in Liberl the year before last, foreign tensions have been greatly eased. However, the problems that arise from rapid growth and development require us to adopt new policies and legislation. For the prosperity of both Crossbell and our neighboring countries, we must tackle all our ever-present issues as one, moving towards the beautiful future. Having reached an incredible milestone like our 70th anniversary, we have decided to share our joy and commemorate this occasion. Though only 5 days, this year is speculated to be the busiest anniversary festival Crossbell has ever experienced. Arkan Shale is putting on a new production, but do not let that distract you from all the festivities and events planned. Under the name of our great goddess Adios, at this time I hereby declare the beginning of the Crossbell State's 70th anniversary festival. Nice. High Roller Randy. Comfy Pupper Steel. Oh, they're playing Dr. Mario slash Puyo Puyo. A Dr. Mario variant of Puyo Puyo. Teal, you cheater. The Chief! But what about Lloyd and Ellie? Oh. Lloyd's with his sister watching Arkan Shale. Wonderful. Lloyd and Cecile. Cecilia. Ew, that was incredible. I finally understand why people get so fanatical over them. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Ilya was obviously amazing, but I was really impressed with Rixia. I can tell Ilya put quite some time into teaching her. Yeah, I agree. They were already in sync during the private performance, but this was on another level. Oh, that's right, your team was responsible for solving that case, right? Last time I spoke with Ilya, she couldn't stop praising the efforts of the Triple S. At this rate, she's planning to create a play based on the incident. She even mentioned something about giving you a special role in it, too. Really? You're just messing with me, aren't you? Is that what you think? I've known her most of my life, and I assure you, she's quite serious. Then again, she always changes her mind at the drop of a hat. I'm sure you'll live, Lloyd. I sure hope so. My gut's warning me that if Ilya starts getting pushy, there will be no refusing. Either way, I'm sure you'd be alright. Ilya's not the inconsiderate type. Now that I think about it, did I offend your friend Randy somehow? I could have invited him to join us if we had another ticket. Don't worry about him, Cecile. Arkan Shale was gracious enough to provide us with special tickets. More importantly, wasn't Randy going to keep your coworkers from St. Ursula Company today? Indeed, he was. Those girls are always so busy, so I was hoping they'd take a breather. By the way, Lloyd, the Triple S only gets this one day off, right? Yep. You'd be surprised at how busy it gets during the anniversary festival. Getting the opening day off was our reward for that last case. I'm glad you're working hard. Oh, right, why don't you join me for dinner at my place tonight? Mom and Dad were looking forward to it. Sure, I'd appreciate the invite. You know, we still have some time before dinner. Or do you want to go look around the festival together? Oh, I'm sorry, Lloyd. I was planning to meet with someone after the performance. Huh? You're meeting someone? It couldn't be. What's the matter? I promised Ilya that I'd go to her place afterwards. Oh. Jeez, what am I getting myself flustered for? She was planning on introducing me to Rixia. Why don't you tag along, Lloyd? You two have already met, right? No, that's okay. I'll pass on that. I don't see any reason for a guy like me to spoil your all-girls party. And I bet it would turn into a let's mess with Lloyd party, given Ilya's personality. Oh, don't be such a worrywart. Anyway, thanks for spending your one day off with me, Lloyd. I'll be home before dinner, so expect you to be there before I arrive, okay? Yeah, no problem. Well, that was terrible timing. I wish I was as outgoing as Guy was. Oh, you're here, Lloyd? Hi, Lloyd. It's nice to see you again. Oh, Fran and Noelle, looking cute and adorable. Oh, hey, what's up, you two? It took me a second to recognize you without your uniforms. Well, we shouldn't be in uniform when we get time off, right? On the contrary, you haven't dressed down at all, Lloyd. Oh yeah, that's because we wear our casual clothes while on duty. Are the Seeker sisters out on a date? Of course we are, silly. I'd much rather be on a date with a boyfriend than my little sister. Well, it's not like I even have time to find one. Noe? Aw, Noe! Aw, she calls her Noe. That's adorable as hell. All you ever do is complain about how busy you are, so the least you can do is hang out with me today. Yeah, I know. So what are you doing out here, Lloyd? Are you waiting for someone? Oh, no, I'm not. I was just with a friend, but she had something else she needed to tend to. I'm done with all my plans for now, so I'm at a bit of a loss as to what to do. You thinking what I'm thinking, Noe? Yeah, poor guy probably got stood up. He was looking pretty down in the dumps when we called out to him. There's only one thing to do then. Ladies? I think there's been a misunderstanding. Hey, Lloyd. Since you're already free, would you like to accompany two lovely ladies? Huh? There's actually a live concert down in the Harbor District. We were on our way there just now. A concert? That sounds pretty interesting. I know you two don't have much time to spend together. You sure you're okay with me tagging along? Oh, of course we are. It's especially okay if it's you, Lloyd. Any other guy would have to face my sisterly wrath. Calm down, Fran. Anyway, this is a rare opportunity for us, so you're welcome to join the team. Well, hold on, you two. Trust me, I appreciate the offer, but isn't this a little... It's okay, Lloyd. You don't need to worry so much. You said it, Noe. Look at you, having two beauties on your arms like this. Yeah. Okay, guys, let's go! Okay. Yeah, they definitely misunderstood something. Oh, well, can't do anything about it now. Yeah, Lloyd doesn't know. Thus, the anniversary festival's opening day went by in the blink of an eye. That night, Lloyd dined at the New Age residence. They told stories of Guy and reminisced the night away. And then... Crossbell Anniversary Festival, second day. Alright everyone, hope you savored that free day of yours. You've got a long 4 days ahead of you. Hopefully you kids will last until the closing day of the anniversary festival. Trust me, I intend to throw whatever work I can find at you. Better fasten your seatbelts. Understood. So we only get 1 day off during the whole festival? Damn, ain't that a bit stingy? Well, I imagine the entire police force has their hands full. Officers on security and patrol duty didn't have it easy that first day, I bet. Yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles. Be grateful it's your reward for bringing the mayor's assassination, you know. Can't say the department is happy about all these chores during the anniversary festival. And because of that, we're going to be loaded with support requests. From what I've seen, it seems like there's more tourists in town than usual. Hope you all are ready, because it's time to go out and build up your rep. Work hard and maybe you'll be as popular as the Bracers. Either way, just keep your nose to the grindstone. Well, he's got a point. I can't shake the feeling that you're tricking us with this mediocre pep talk. Man, I just wanted to kick back over at Michelin with all of my lovely nurse friends. Michelin? That's the theme park you can get to with one of the Harbor District's cruise ships, right? I've heard rumors that Missy works as its mascot. Missy? Oh, isn't he that gray cat? I've heard of him before, but the theme park wasn't a thing a few years ago, was it? Well, Michelin has operated as a wellness resort for a long time now. I think the theme park, on the other hand, was built around 2 years ago. It's safe to say it's extremely popular. Oh yeah, it is. I went there once and it honestly blew me away. I bet that place is swamped with visitors during the anniversary festival. Can't say I envy the folks working there. Interesting, very interesting. Chief? Oh, are you done? Anyway, just focus on your support request for the next 4 days. Got it? As usual, it's up to you. It's up to you how much you want to get done. You'll get a fresh batch each day, so you better get to it. Okay guys, let's check what support requests we have for the day. Judging by the amount of tourists across the road, we might even have to work outside the city. Yes, I wouldn't be surprised. Recently, I'd heard tourists are sightseeing at out-of-the-way places like Armorica Village. In addition to the train station and airport, a lot of tourists seem to be traveling by road. Phew, I bet Belgar and Tangram have their work cut out for them. Noel and the others? It appears that the anniversary festival will not be easy for anyone. The Bracer Guild must be quite occupied too. Right, we can't be outdone by them. If we push ourselves too hard, I doubt our stamina will last long. Wouldn't it be wise to decide what to do after evaluating the urgency of each request? That's right. Slow and steady wins the race. Alright, so I got a strike force, whatever the hell this is. Critical. Very interesting. That'll do her. Ow. Okay. Before we head out anywhere. I'm scared. Pretty scared. Alright. Kentucky illegal parking will be a problem during the anniversary festival. In order to crack down on it, we are requesting the aid of the Triple S. Yep. To celebrate the 70th anniversary, we decided to publish a visitor's guide that describes the famous places in Crossville. We would like the photographs to be taken from around the state. Start with the monster kill quests, and then work our way down from there. So let's go see what kind of good stuff we can get out of Genton. Stuff. What can I get with time? Burn, huh? Alright. We'll get some action going. He already has poison. I can give Lloyd Bird. I cannot. I have no fire. Alright. Now we go to the armory. Gear up for the big monster man. Yeah, no worries, no problem. We have our weapons, so now we're gonna go upgrade these weapons. Wait. It requires 5 of them to upgrade these? Crud. Okay, well. Let's go check out Nine Valley real quick, and then we're gonna head to... Oh, fusion stuff. That one called hair. Interesting. Alright. Geofriend Sector B1, which was part of the residential street. Randy clubbing him. I went the wrong dang way.
Hey.
I wonder how deep into it he is.
行くぞ。行きます。さて、俺の番だな。さて、よかった。
It shouldn't be too far in. I wish I were a safe. But you are not. So I don't know where this guy's going to be. Maybe across this way? Oh, and I know he's probably, yeah. He's the like main last room we fought the big boss in. That would make sense. Yep.
強そうね。みんな気をつけて。任せろ。そこは任せて。分析を開始しました。
Oh, he's pretty resistant to a lot of crap.
Yes.
We can fire under. Keep him going, Zai. Keep him going.
俺の番だな。エニグマ駆動。はい。ドライブ開始。みんな頑張って。任せてくれ。俺の番だな。ほらよ。お返しで任せて。エニグマ駆動。やっ。はい。新年祭よ。行くぞ。いや。助かりました。行くぜ。そこだ。任せて。よし。さて、そこです。俺の番だな。任せ。よし。おっしゃ。まあ、こんなもんかね。やったわ。
One lousy upgrade material from that. Whatever. You're the boss. Alright. Hey, it's the guys from the SSS. I figured I'd get busier in the past years, but this is too much. Yeah, we know how you feel. Us police officers have our plates full during this festival period. By the way, we received a support request from the Metropolitan Division. Are they here right now? Oh, you mean the request regarding the ticketing illegally parked cars? They're usually out and about, but I should be able to get a hold of them. We should probably get on that right now. Indeed. Let's get crack-a-lackin'. Looks like we're all in agreement then. Understood, I'll call them immediately. Feel free to wait in the conference room while I fetch them for you. They've been waiting an awfully long time. They must be pretty busy. Yeah, not much we can do about the festival. Not much we can do about it. The festival must get real overwhelming. Hey, sorry about that. We were dealing with something urgent. Sorry for making you guys wait. Don't worry about it. Thanks. I'm Chief Jolik of the Metropolitan Division. It's a pleasure to meet you all. And I'm Officer Kate of the same designation. Thanks for lending us a hand, Special Support Section. Looks like we'll have to give a formal introduction this time around. I'm Lloyd Bannings of the Special Support Section, and these three are my colleagues. We know you're swamped with work, but would you mind explaining the details of that request? No problem, allow me to explain. But first, I think that's enough with formalities. I don't mind if we speak more casually now. Sorry, our chief likes to take things easy. Anyway, I think it was written in the support request. I'd like for you to ticket any illegally parked vehicles on the outskirts of town. This goes without saying, but we're seriously lacking the manpower to handle this right now. All you have to do is write down the car's license plate number, attach a warning sticker, and find them if they're parked illegally. Is that really all you'd like for us to do? You don't need us to tow them or anything? Yeah, don't worry about it. Giving them a fine is more than adequate. Towing them would be too harsh of us. A lot of people drove in from the Empire Republic, so they don't know the parking rules. Not only that, but some of the vehicles already have parking permits. Parking permits? Yeah, not every car is necessarily parked there illegally. Some of them obtain permits to park there beforehand. You'll need to exercise caution. Cool, we'll keep our eyes peeled for these permits. Okay, I think I understand the procedure. I think I remember a few cars being parked on the eastern and western exits of town. It'd be smart of us to check both exits. Indeed. Okay, let me give you this list of permit holders. Approved vehicle list. And while you're at it, take this pack of warning stickers. We like to call these our illegal parking tools. Okay, got it. Please report to Rebecca once you've completed our request. Kate and I are going to hit the city, so we'll be gone all day. Understood. We'll give our report to Rebecca. Let's say we scoot on over the city limits. Okay, let's go. Alright. Alright. How do I get the hell out of here? How do we... Ah, oh. Alright, so the eastern exit would be... not that way. This way. Right near East Street. Alright. Let's go racketeer some cars. Alright. Back to each vehicle. Okay. Alright. Go in the front of the pink car. Alright, I think we've checked all the cars. Let's finish placing the remaining stickers so we can give our report. Sounds like a plan, my man. I don't think they were in a hurry, so it must be a good idea to check all of them. All of the cars one more time before we return. However, we are unable to remove any incorrectly placed stickers. Well, I don't think we'll have anything to worry about. Indeed, we won't. Hold on a second. I feel like I've seen this license plate number before. CL1101. Wait, what? Didn't we see this plate number over at the west exit too? Actually, I think you're right. I didn't think it was this type of car though. It is against the state regulation for multiple vehicles to share identical license plate number. Yeah, Teotot's gotta have a unique. Yeah, Teotot's right. Gotta have a unique number, or you're breaking the law. Probably a good idea to jot this plate down. Yeah, absolutely. We better report this to the Metropolitan Division later. All right. Yeah, I could have done it the normal way by opening up the approved vehicle list, but I just looked it up. So you're supposed to cross-reference that book with the other stuff, but we didn't do that. The many famous use of crossbow. Warrant Officer Morel, commanding officer of Bellegarde Gate. Alright, Bellegarde Gate was to the left on the West Crossbell Highway. Alright, all the way to Bellegarde Gate. Let's go. I don't think I've been here before. I went to Tangram Gate, but I don't think I've been to Bellegarde Gate before. Alright, Warrant Officer Morel. Probably the person up front. What in the world is this? Huh? Was this here the other day? Let's take a little peek, shall we? Randy, something wrong? This thing is one of the CGF's armored cars. Why is it here? On top of that, they went as far as to conceal it with this tarp. They sure did a shoddy job. A tarp like that makes it clear as day that you're hiding something fishy. Now that we're at Bellegarde Gate, maybe we should take care of that support request. Maybe this armored car has something to do with it. I believe that the request was to search for a lost item. And as for the client, it was a warrant officer Mireille, right? Randy, have you heard of her? Yeah, I worked alongside Mireille when I was back in the CGF. Back then, she was still just a sergeant major, but she moved up in the ranks pretty quickly. She may be busy with work, but we should try asking her about the request. Perhaps we could casually bring up the armored car if you're so interested in it. Good idea. Oh, I think the inspection line is starting to thin out now. There's been a lot more tourists traveling on foot this year. I wonder why. If they took the train, they'd already be in the city by now. Well, they are going to a festival. Maybe they think it's more exciting to change things up, even their means of transportation. Whenever I go on sightseeing trips, I always have to check out the local cuisine. I wonder what sort of food awaits me at Crossbell. Yeah, food is expensive. Where the hell is the warrant officer now? Gearing up. Looks like a fancy door. Oh, drat. Just where did it run off to? I don't find it soon. Yo, Yo, Mirail, how's my favorite CGF soldier doing? Randy? Wait, Randy? What are you doing here? And just who are these three? Oh, sorry about that. I'm Lloyd Banning from the Crossbell Police Department, Special Support Section. We came by to ask about the support request you submitted to us. Oh, now that I think about it, Randy did mention something about a Special Support Section. The fact that I sent that request to you all completely slipped my mind. I'm sure you have your work cut out for you here, right? Haha, classic Mirail. She puts on the serious face, but she's really not all there. Excuse me? Someone like you has the right to say that to me. Can we calm down, everyone? I know it's sudden, but would you mind explaining the request to us? For an organization as influential as the CGF to ask us for help, I guess it must be in some sort of real trouble. Yes, that's correct. I'm sorry, we're a little disorganized right now. So you see, we've accidentally misplaced something incredibly important to the gate. Normally, finding it would be our top priority, but as you can see, we're running short on manpower during the anniversary festival. That's why we decided to ask for some assistance in the matter. I think I understand the situation. So what exactly are we looking for? It's the key to the armored car that the Guardian Force has just deployed. It's one of the newer models. A new model? I'd only heard rumors about it, so it's finally been deployed? I fail to understand how you could have lost something so valuable. Let me guess. The commander? I suppose that wasn't a hard guess. It wasn't? How so? Well, it started yesterday. The commander had thrown an exclusive party celebrating Crossbell's 70th birthday. At said party, the commander drank more alcohol than he probably should have, and then he had one of the soldiers drive our new armored car to his party. Must have been trying to win over his guests by showing off his new shiny ride, eh? How despicable. Once the commander returned and had the car parked inside the gate, the soldier gave the key back to him. And somehow he misplaced it. Now that we can't move it, we had no choice but to put a tarp over it in a last-ditch effort to conceal it. I was wondering what that was doing outside. But was it really your best move? The tarp makes it look more suspicious, I think. Well, if they left the car as it is, it would probably raise a lot of questions they don't wish to answer. For example, why exactly is the CGF's new heavy-duty armored car actively deployed inside the border gate? If the Imperial Army took it as a threat, I'm not sure we'd be able to reason with them. You can't be serious. At the very least, we'd like to avoid any provocation at all costs. Is this new model really all that? The armored car we were using before was pretty nice when it came to defense and mobility, if I remember right. Trust me, it is. The new model is an upgraded, more combat-oriented version of our old cars. It's equipped with Vulcan cannons, miniature missile pods, and an overhaul of its base firepower. If you inspected the CGF's entire arsenal, you would easily it would easily come out on top, no doubt about it. Gotcha, I agree with you then. Leaving that out in the open ain't a good idea. So, where exactly is that oh so wonderful commander right now anyways? This was his room, right? I'll get to all that. This morning, the commander left and told us to find that blasted key while I'm gone. Also, he made sure to inform us that he absolutely had to use the festival's social gatherings to his advantage. Sounds like him, alright. The more I hear about this commander, the less I'm eager to meet him. Anyway, we really want to move the armored car out of the public eye ASAP. Will you help us find the key? We will. We'd be happy to help, Warrant Officer. Really? Thank you very much. Now, would you mind helping us retrace the commander's steps? Did he mention anything that might give us any leads? Let me think. If you'd like to hear what I was able to get out of him this morning, I would be more than happy to share. That should suffice. When the commander returned, he had the armored car parked right outside of the gate, and he took the key from the soldier driving. Most likely due to craving a light meal in an attempt to sober up. So he stopped by the mess hall and had one of the cooks make him some food. Afterwards, he waltzed right up to the roof and sung his heart out for a while. And once he finished, he realized that he had no idea where the key had gone. He sounds like a proper drunk. I think it was a miracle that he made it to the rooftop at all, given his condition. What a loser. From what we just heard, we know for a fact the key was lost while he was gallivanting around the gate. And if that's the case, we shouldn't have to worry about searching anywhere other than Belgard Gate. I agree, Ellie. Alright then, we should perform a sweep of the general area first. Who knows, we might find some clues, or with luck, the key. Warrant Officer Mirail, would you like to accompany us on our search? No, I'm sorry. I feel like I would just get in the way if I came along. In the meantime, I'll search for it by tearing apart the commander's office. Sounds good, Mirail. Even in the most desperate of situations, you can always count on me. Jeez, Randy, I am counting on you. We should go ahead and commence our search for the key. Let's start by checking out the armored car and its surrounding area. So, according to Muriel, the commander parked the car here and it hasn't been moved since. I'd say we should search the area for the key, but I assume the CGF would have already found it if it was actually here. That's a good point. It would be a waste of time to search this area again. Besides, since the car has those bulky Vulcan cannons on top, we can't exactly remove the tarp to take a closer look. Damn, I kind of wanted to see this baby in all its glory. Randy, have you ridden in an armored car like this before? I'm curious as to whether the suspension has been improved from earlier models. Yup, and I'm wondering about the same thing. If they got permission to use them, I'm sure they'd be super nice for patrols and stuff like that. Noel will die of happiness, eh? I think you may be right. It looks like we have visitors from the Empire. Let's go check it out. Whoa, a limo? Oh, this isn't the fine ladies and gentlemen of the special support section. Good day, everyone. I trust that Crossbell has been treating you well. Uncle Dieter? It's been a while, sir. It has indeed. You'll have to forgive me. Did my arrival get in the way of your duties? Not at all. As always, you can't help but feel energized by that aura of his. Are you returning from a business trip by any chance, sir? That's right, negotiations in the Empire. Now, if you don't mind me asking, what exactly is that giant thing sitting behind you? I guess it's hard to not notice. It's kind of a long story. I see. Allow me to make an educated guess then. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it must be one of the CGF's new armored cars or something like that, right? How did you? Did I catch you off guard? There's a simple explanation, I assure you. You see, at the party I attended yesterday, I ran into the CGF commander. He, in his drunkenness, mentioned something about that very car to one of his subordinates, I believe. I've sat with him at multiple parties now, and I really think he should work on that drinking problem of his. That answers that. You must have left for the Empire directly after the party, correct? And if that's the case, you might have a clue of what we're looking for. What exactly do you mean? Allow me to explain. The Triple S informed Dieter of the situation and their support request. I think I'm starting to understand. No wonder the CGF left a weapon like this in the middle of the pedestrian view. However, I'm afraid I won't be of much help to you all. Like I said earlier, I had negotiations in the Empire today, so I had to leave the party early in order to make it on time. In other words, by the time the commander made it back to Belgard Gate, I was already long gone. Jeez, what a bummer. Guess all we can do is stick to retracing his steps. This may be presumptuous of me to ask, but can I give you a piece of advice I was given by Belle a long time ago? Maribel gave you advice? Again, it was many, many years ago, but I had the habit of losing things. I would carry random things around, and no matter what the item, always forget where I put them. Really? I would have never guessed that, judging by how you act now. I think it was because of my youth, but I'll take that as a compliment. Anyway, every time I would lose something, Belle would always be there to find it for me. And each time she would let out a great big sigh and tell me this. Father, how many times do I need to tell you? When you lose something, you have to look where you least expect it to be. Search the unexpected places. Well, I suppose that makes sense. In short, Belle was simply trying to tell me to change my perspective. Now, I'm not sure how much further use I have to you all, but no, sir, we appreciate the advice. Thank you very much. I'm happy to have helped. Oh dear, I seem to have gotten carried away with our conversation. I think my car might be a bit of a nuisance, sitting in the middle of the gate like this. If you'll excuse me. Oh, have a safe drive home, sir. Thank you, sir. Until we meet again, Triple S. Never changes, that guy. You know, he gave us some pretty valuable advice. Change our perspective, huh? That's definitely something we forgot to think about. It might be the key to finding this key. Now then, let's keep retracing the commander's steps and see where that takes us. I believe Warrant Officer Muriel told us after the commander parked the car, he went to the mess hall. Yeah, let's take our investigation there. Right. Yo, Stella, keeping yourself busy? Oh, Randy, funny seeing you here. Were you wanting to order something? Not exactly. We're searching for the armored car's key, as per Warrant Officer Muriel's request. Oh, so you guys are the ones who got stuck with that? The Warrant Officer already asked you to look around. I combed over the mess hall high and low, but it's nowhere to be found. I suppose we can mark the mess hall off our list then. We're in the process of retracing the commander's steps. Do you mind recounting what you witnessed last night? Sure, I don't mind. The first day of the anniversary festival was incredibly hectic here. While I was catching my breath, the commander stormed in here, utterly wasted. All of a sudden, he yelled at me to cook something that would sober him up, so my break was cut short. And it was right after I finished taking inventory for the night. He must act like he owns the place. Oh yeah, he loves to show people who's boss. Deputy Commander Bales is quite different in that regard. Excuse me, would you know if he had the key on him while he was eating his meal? Beats me. I only heard about it being lost when I woke up this morning, so I'm afraid I wasn't really paying attention. Is that so? Then there's no way of knowing whether he had the key here or not. What's everyone doing gathered around here in the mess hall? Good timing, Beyond. These people are helping the CGF recover that key or whatever. Nice to meet you. We're the special support section. The people from the rumors? Well, good morning. Hey, Beyond. Still the same military buff as always? Afraid so. It's been a while, Randy. So, Beyond, did you end up finding the key? You know, the one the warrant officer told us about? After giving it a quick search, I can safely say that it isn't in the inn. Also, it doesn't seem like the commander went to the inn in the first place. Given that you sound uncertain, is it safe to assume you weren't there yourself? Well, I had just finished cleaning up and went to take a break on the roof when the commander arrived. Hold on. Did you remember something? Yeah, when I was leaving the roof, I passed him on the way down. And if I'm not wrong, I remember him spinning something around that looked like a keychain. Maybe that's where your key was. And that means it's extremely likely the commander had the key when he was on the roof, after leaving the mess hall. It bothers me that he would act so nonchalant with something so important. I certainly agree, but at least we picked up a valuable statement. Haha, you got a pretty good memory there, Beyond. Must be nice. You think so? Isn't that so convenient, Beyond? Tell me, does that mean my entire search of the mess hall was a waste of time? Sorry about that. Well, I think it's about time we head back to work. See you later, Stella. Coward. Hey, thanks to him, we bagged ourselves a good lead. Couldn't have done it without you, Stella. Randy's right. Even though you only knew it wasn't in the mess hall, that narrowed down our list of potential hiding places by a lot. You're welcome. I actually had no idea how important that key was. You have to find that key for the sake of the Crossrail Guardian Force and for Warrant Officer Mirail. We'll do our best, I promise. Now is our next destination, the roof. Yes, I believe it is. Well, we made it to the roof. According to Warrant Officer Muriel, the CGF commander sung his heart out up here. I imagine it took a while to climb the stairs, for he was under the influence. Yes, but our biggest issue is that he doesn't remember exactly where he misplaced the key. If he were to lose it anywhere, this would be the place. Let's try searching for a while and see where this takes us. I believe there's something here. Excellent. A lid to a can of juice. We should dispose of it later. I found something. False alarm, it was a piece of wire. Now where could the key be? Is that a tunnel leading into Erebonia? That's right. More specifically, that tunnel and the fortified mountain base up ahead both comprise Corellia Fortress. As the Empire's easternmost stronghold, it is used to keep cavalry in check. Seeing it this close, I cannot help but feel incredibly intimidated by the Empire. I can't blame you for feeling that way, Teotat. After all, that mountain's hiding two of the Empire's scariest weapons, the railway guns. Railway guns? I feel like I've heard of them somewhere before. I'm sure you have. They're the pride and joy of the Imperial Army. They're ultimate weapons of mass destruction. I've heard those bad boys fire 80 red shells. They were invented by a strategic safety measure by the Reinford Company. A few years ago, tensions between the Empire and the Republic finally reached a breaking point. While both countries began to conduct large-scale military exercises, the wall over there opened up, revealing their two enormous railway guns. Weapons of which have the capacity to hit Crossrail if Erebonia were to unleash them. Tragedy would be unavoidable. Crossrail Times never once mentioned these while I was living in Calvert. I never knew that the current situation was this unstable. Well, as you can see, they've got their trump card stored away right now. We might owe the Liberlian Queen's non-aggression pact thanks for that. Definitely. I'd always heard that she was an admirable person, but I now have newfound respect for her. Looks like we got sidetracked. We should continue our search for the key. probably flung off a cigarette. Digging around. Huh. It said lower right corner, but where the hell is the lower right corner for it? Lower right corner up there? Lower right corner somewhere else. That is not at all the lower right corner. What's that sparkling object mean? A 10 mirror coin. Figures the commander might have dropped it all up here. Finding it is proving difficult. Well, at the very least, we know the fact that the commander was up here. Oh, this is an area. Okay. Acting under the assumption that this who dropped the key on the roof might not be the correct decision. If that were the case, the guardsmen would have found it immediately. Considering what Mr. Croy told us earlier, we might need to change our perspective on this entire thing. It's only a possibility, but what if the key fell into a place that we can't normally reach? Let's investigate every nook and cranny of this place one more time. Huh? Lloyd? What's the matter? I see it. How the hell did it end up in a place like that? Given its true location, I'm not surprised that we were unable to find the key, no matter how much we scoured the gate. For now, let's let the warrant officer know. We need to borrow a ladder to get it. Right, let's go find her. I think you were looking for this. Randy handed the key to the armored car over to Muriel and explained how they found it. It seriously ended up in a place like that? I never would have found it then. What probably happened is that your commander dropped it while he was singing on the roof. That aside, I'm just relieved that you were able to find it. Thanks to you, we can finally move the armored car somewhere less conspicuous to travelers. I guess I'm in your debt this time, Randy. Don't worry about it. But if you really want to make things even, how about going on a date with me? It'd be a good time. I don't know what I was expecting. Idiots never change, do they? Well, thank you for everything, Triple S. You're welcome, Muriel. If you ever need anything from us, all you have to do is submit a support request. I'll keep that in mind, now if you'll excuse me. Case closed, eh? I suppose so. I wasn't sure we would find the key for a second there. If a stranger picked it up, I wouldn't know what we would have done. Considering where it was dropped, I'd say we got lucky. I'm inclined to agree. Incidents like this could be avoided if the commander was a bit more observant. He's always been an incompetent jackass, even when I was stationed here. Oh, excuse me. If we didn't find that key, Muriel probably would have taken the heat for losing it. That man is hopeless. You're telling me. Still, at least we know that there are people like the deputy commander and the warrant officer doing the honest work in CGF. I'd like to think that most of the guardsmen are following suit, despite everything. Good point, Lloyd. Well, time to head out? Yeah, let's go. Alright, we have one more request. Alright, we'll meet you guys back there. Alright, so I'm not gonna do the many famous use of crossbow, because that wants me to go to 9 freaking areas. Take pictures. And it's not worth the mirror and the DP for it. So we're not gonna do that one. We'll do all the rest though. Hey, Ron, how's the request ticket to get those illegally parked cars going? Please notify me once you're ready to hand over your report. I'll contact the Metro Division. We're all ready to give our report. Could you contact them, please? Understood. I'll take care of it now. I apologize for the inconvenience, but do you mind waiting again until they're here? Not at all. We understand they're busy. That's it for the report. Here's a list of license plates for any illegally parked cars. Fantastic job, everyone. You managed to avoid giving out any erroneous fines. Yes, we tried our hardest to avoid making any mistakes. Many of the owners were from either the Republic or the Empire, so we were nervous about making errors. Sorry for putting you guys in that position. Well, I don't mind the fact that you guys did a rush job. That's usually how it goes anyway. What are you talking about, Chief? We take our job seriously. Sorry. Anyway, it looks like we managed to write one task off our to-do list. Thanks, guys. This should give us a bit more breathing room. Right, allow me to give you my thanks. You can definitely count on the Triple S to take care of your work, eh? Can't even escape the handyman treatment at headquarters, can we? Hey, Lloyd, shouldn't we tell him about the inconsistency? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Hey, actually, what's wrong? We noticed something strange with the license plates. There were two cars that shared the same license plate number across both exits. I believe the license plate number was CL1101. Wait, seriously? Do you think it's a forgery? I would think so. You need to pay a fee to obtain a parking permit. Not to mention you have to pay a daily fee to park there. You'll have to fork over a hefty amount of mirror to park there the whole festival. Someone probably wanted to skip out on paying for two vehicles simultaneously. Wow, what a cheap ass. Could have been worse though, at least he ain't there committing any serious crimes, eh? Agreed. Okay, do me a favor and check this out for me. Yes, sir. Anyway, it looks like our job here is done. We'll be taking our leave now. If you ever need assistance again, the Triple S will gladly tackle the case for you. Thanks, we'll be counting on you. The festival has been dumping loads of work on us, but let's keep up the hustle. Now we gotta go to St. Ursula. I don't want to do this news report. I don't want to do this one. I do want to do this one. So we're gonna go see how much that would get done. Yeah, the many views of Crossbow wants me to take 9 freaking photos for all the extra stuff. Oh hell, let's do it. Welcome to the Crossbow News Service. How may we help you today? Hello, we're the Special Support Section. We're here to follow up on the support request you submitted. Oh, it's nice to meet you all. Thank you for coming. The person responsible for submitting the request wishes to explain it to you in person. Do you mind? Is now a good time? Yeah, we're fine to help you out right now. Wonderful. I know it's bothersome, but please go upstairs to the 2nd floor. I'll call and let her know you're ready. Okay, sounds good. Anyway, should we head upstairs? Yes, we should. Hello, my wonderful friends from the Triple S. It's you, Grace. Why am I not surprised? I love you guys so much. That scoop earlier was exactly what I was looking for. I know I can always count on the valiant Triple S. Always the smooth talker. You do realize that our job isn't to provide you with stories, right? The situation was quite messy, but I'm a little relieved that the article is primarily sympathetic towards grandfather's struggles. Well, I'm kind of barred for writing pieces on the Imperial faction, so it wouldn't be fair if I only criticized Mayor McDowell, right? And besides, your grandfather's popularity with the citizens is off the charts. Heck, I like the old guy myself. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this as a journalist, but I really try to cut the guy some slack, you know? Thank you, Grace. It's fine to sympathize with him a little, isn't it? Reporters are people too, after all. More importantly, Grace, would you please proceed with an explanation of what your support request entails? Sheesh, I figured you'd react like that. Anyway, let me give you the rundown. You probably got the gist of it when you read the request, but Crossbow Times is aiming to publish an additional issue meant to act as a tour guide. And your best friend Grace is leading the charge. Isn't this my most fabulous idea ever? Eh? Gotta admit, I'm on board. Please continue, Grace. Right, so I'd like for you all to go take photos using the magazine if you're up to the task. I only need the snazziest shots you can take of Crossbell's most popular sightseeing spots. Monsters roam the highways, so we aren't exactly the most suited to go straight into the front lines to get some great action shots, you know? However, I have our reservations as to whether any of us are qualified for the job. We cannot guarantee the level of quality you aim to see from the photographs we take. Ryan is already busy enough, thanks to how crazy Anniversary Festival is. He's usually my right-hand photographer, but alas. Oh, well, I prepared a nice little memo for you guys that outlines all the best tourist spots to take photos. I'm counting on you to bring some fantastic shots. As long as any of you have the tiniest bit of experience handling a camera, then we're golden, my friends. I actually have a little bit of experience. Whoa, seriously? You do, Ellie? Huh? News to me. Curious. I would believe you would need to use an orbital camera for quite a while to master it. Well, it was a hobby of mine while I was studying abroad. Of course, it's been some time since then. I've probably gotten a bit rusty at it. That's more than perfect. Trust me, it's still better than being completely green. Well, now we've resolved the issue. Are you feeling up to the task? Yeah, we should be good to go. We accept your request, Grace. Oh, my heroes. Well then, here you go. So all we need to do is find the scenic spots around Crossbell and take some photos with this camera, right? Bingo. I better not find any scratches on it, okay? Oh, right, one more thing. To be cautious. Oh, right. One more thing to be cautious of, everyone. Lay it on us. The Erebonian Empire's border can be seen as clear as day from the Belgard Gate, as can the Calvardian border from the Tangrim Gate. It's a huge no-no to include any pictures of them in our magazine, so please do try to avoid snapping any shots of them, okay? Is it due to political tensions? Indeed it is, Ellie. Circumstances on our side prohibit us from using them too. Okay, so taking any photos of the border is a no-go. Anything else you should know? Yep, I'm setting a minimum quota of 5 photos to submit. Feel free to take more than that if you can. We're going to publish it at the end of the festival, so take as many photos as you can. After all, the more photos you can take, the more it'll help us out in the long run. Yeah, that's about it for now. Understood. When you've wrapped everything up, just let our receptionist know and she'll give me a ring. Well, anyway, back to work I go. I'll be eagerly awaiting the results. Some people never change. Can't say I've met many ladies with a personality as wild as hers. Well, I think it's safe to assume Grace is literally incapable of running out of energy. Where exactly is she able to muster up her limitless vitality from? Well, regardless, she managed to skillfully redirect all of her busy work onto us. Who cares? Didn't sound like she was in too big of a hurry for the photos. Suppose we should just remember to take photos as work takes us on our rounds. True enough, entrusting the photography to Ellie will ensure the request will be completed with ease. Please lower your expectations. It was just a small hobby of mine. I'm sure you'll be fine, Ellie. Let's just make sure to remember to take some photographs when we come across some scenic spots. Alright, so I'm just gonna warp to all the spots in my list. Here we go. Right here in Armorica Village. Armorica Village's fields and apiary are as beautiful as ever. Crossbell's a steamed farming village. Grace's tourist guide might benefit from a landscape shot of this. It's picture perfect, that's for sure. Due to Armorica's clean air, it's easy to see from far away. This may very well be the only place in Crossbell you can witness such a beautiful, untainted sight. If only there were farmers working in the fields for our picture. This spot would make for a nice photo for Grace's article. Farmers or not. Do you mind taking a few photos for us, Ellie? Not at all. Don't expect a masterpiece from me, though. Shh, relax, Elle. You just gotta peek through that lens, give it a little click, then BAM! We're good. If only capturing a great photo were that simple. You need to pay close attention to your composition to ensure you've captured everything in the frame. The weather, wind speed, and lighting can completely alter the impression a photo gives. There are no second chances when it comes to a picture-perfect moment. The difference in quality between amateur and professional photography is immediately apparent. I would imagine a simpleton would have difficulty grasping any level of intricacy or nuance, however. Damn, Teota, you implying something? Calm down, everyone. We should let Ellie focus on taking the photo. Right. I'll try to live up to your expectations. Phew, there we go. I took a couple of extras, just in case. Hey, it looks like you pulled through. Well, how'd they turn out? I won't have an answer for you until I've seen the developed photos. At the very least, I think they'll get the job done. It would be a safe assumption to think that Ellie has regained her photography skills. Well, I'm no picture-taking guru, but I'm pretty sure they turned out fine. Right, we should keep our eyes peeled for other scenic locations we can take photos of. But anyway, let's get a move on. Alright, next area. Right here on Old Armorica Road, heading the first area when you head out east from Crossbell towards Armorica, near this wooden gate. You know, now that I've had the chance to soak in the sights, the rural scenery here is lovely. You can say that again. I didn't have much of a chance to really check it out last time, considering we had monsters to take down. I suspect this location would provide a perfect setting for a countryside picnic. However, there's a high probability of near monsters would ruin our fun. Still though, I bet it'd be really fun to drive down this road. Creators like Mr. Hayworth probably know the ins and outs of Crosshair like the back of their hand. I'm sure they do. I bet we could take a great photo of this area for Grace's article. Will you do the honors, Ellie? Okay, leave it to me. Phew, I hope that turned out okay. Nice, Ellie. You look pretty confident taking that picture. Shall we move on? We shall. The Crossbow Cathedral off the Mains Road. In the back, near the... Oh. In the graveyard area. Up the hill behind the big tombstone? Yeah, right here. Sheesh, safety hazard much? There ain't even a fence. I really doubt anyone would be standing on the edge of a cliff like this in the first place. Look, you can see the bottom of the valley from here. Quite the drop, isn't it? If you stare for too long, it starts to feel like it's sucking you down into it. It's not a very pleasant feeling. This is a cemetery, after all. Perhaps someone from the other side is beckoning you to join them. Did you really have to phrase it like that, Tio? Well, putting the supernatural aside, the spot would make a nice photo for Grace's article. Will you do the honors, Ellie? Okay, leave it to me. Phew, I hope that turned out okay. Nice, Ellie. You look pretty calm taking that picture. Shall we move on? We shall. Alright, next area. Near the Mains mining village, you can take to the bus stop here at the intersection. This part near the rock in front of the waterfall. The sight never becomes any less impressive. I was not aware Crossbell had such an amazing waterfall. Yes, this is one of Crossbell's landmarks. It would be a hard press to find a waterfall this grand in another country. I bet it gives off such a soothing vibe. Next time someone talks about cleansing their heart and mind, I know exactly where to send them. Oh, should we meditate under the waterfall? We can do the hums and everything. As the cascading water crashes onto a garbed in a soul loincloth. Only then will the door to enlightenment be opened. Poetic, but I think I'll pass. I'd rather vomit than picture you in a loincloth, thank you very much. Come on, Tio Todd, don't be shy. Putting that aside, this spot would make a nice photo for Grace's article. Will you do the honors, Ellie? Okay, leave it to me. Phew, I hope they turned out okay. Nice, Ellie, you look pretty calm taking that picture. Alright, next area. A few more to go. Alright, everybody. We're actually going to call it here, because it's taking us to a new area that I want to explore in full. Even though there's really not much to it. I want us to experience the scenery for our next photo. So, it's been Ark Nova playing Trails from Zero. Until next time, stay cool.